I just became an author. Hey folks, I'm Dr. Jeff Williams from right here in Amarillo, Texas. Now some of you know me as the owner and chiropractor at Creekstone. Some of you know me as the host of the Chiropractic Forward podcast. And some of you know me through our work together in the Texas Chiropractic Association. Still others may know me through some evidence-based Facebook groups and things of that nature. But however we happen to know each other, I'm coming to talk to you this week about my new book. So bear with me very briefly, because what a ride this has been here recently. My first book, called The Remarkable Truth About Chiropractic, a unique journey into the research. It launched just recently on Tuesday, June the 8th, which is a day I'm probably going to remember forever. Not only did I officially become the author of a book on that day, that doesn't happen very often, right? But I also became the author of a best-selling chiropractic book on research in a couple of categories. The book was recognized as the #1 bestseller in both the research education and the chiropractic categories. So that's amazing. And as of today, which is June 15th, it's still rated as a #1 new bestseller in chiropractic. So that is absolutely wonderful. So be sure to go check out The Remarkable Truth About Chiropractic at the link here on your screen. Now I'm just going to leave it up there for the rest of the video so that you can make sure you get to it if you want to. Now, why would you want this book, right? Well, this book can be used in several different ways. The primary way is that of education. There are so many misunderstandings and myths and outright lies about chiropractors floating around out there. That's why I named the book what I named it. There is a truth about chiropractic that is not being told the way it needs to be told. And part of the reason I wrote this book was so that there was an advocate, a record on the books, if you will, that better defines the profession of chiropractic, dispels myths about the profession and its practitioners, and educates readers on the capabilities and possibilities for future patient care when chiropractors are made a regular part of a healthcare team. It's my hope that curious patients will choose to use the book as a tool to educate themselves further. Now, this book can help patients know what kind of chiropractor they want to be seen by. It can help patients understand when they're getting the correct recommendations from their chiropractor, or when they might want to start looking for a different chiropractor. Now, while that's incredibly useful for patients, my main hope for this book is for it to be adopted as a resource by other chiropractors and healthcare practitioners, not only to educate themselves on current thinking in the research literature, but also as a quick reference or guide when engaging in patient education, the education of their colleagues, or things of that nature. For example, if a practitioner had a presentation to give to either colleagues or maybe potential patients, and let's say they need some effective research on the topic, well, they just simply pull out the book, flip to the section of the book on that topic, and they'd be able to find what they're looking for quickly and easily without having to resort to searching on PubMed for an hour or more, trying to find something that's useful. I can give you a perfect example. I've had several other chiropractors call me asking about research on chiropractic and strokes. Is there any relation there? And fortunately, there's very little to no relationship at all, but there's a full section in my book on stroke and stroke research. So that's a very simple way. And these folks were going to court to testify on the matter and asking me about research. Well, if you do these things and you've got my book, boom, you have a very quick reference so that you don't have to spend hours calling around or looking for it on the internet. So again, it's a reference on chiropractic effectiveness based on research and evidence-based literature. It's a time saver for practitioners in the field. So far, we're off to an amazing start, y'all. It has all been due to an effective launch team that helped us get the ball rolling on this project. The launch team stretches across the globe and encompasses members from as far away as Australia. Thank you, Ryan. With the help of the launch team, with the help of my formatter that I had help me, and Dr. Chris Housen's editing abilities, I was able to finally get this book across the finish line. Thank goodness. There's a reason people don't just write books and pop them out into the world. First, the writing process is lengthy, and then the self-publishing process, well, it's a process. Altogether, it took roughly 7 years to get this project published. And this is due to a few reasons, but mostly due to a fear of the unknown on my part. It's hard to take that leap. It's hard to learn new stuff and figure out how to navigate the waters that make up the world of self-publishing. So the can gets kicked down the road a little bit, and then it gets kicked a little further down the road, and then next thing you know, you're 5 to 7 years down the road. But now, the sea has been crossed. Now I know how it works. So the other book ideas I've had kicking around in my head, they're much more of a reality now and a possibility than the first one was. And this is exciting because I definitely have more kicking around in the noggin, just kind of waiting to get out there. So stay tuned, okay? For now though, I hope you'll consider picking up a copy for yourself and maybe even share the link above with your friends and your family that you feel just might have some interest in it. I appreciate all of the good words. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your excitement that many of you have shared with me surrounding this whole book launch and this journey. It's truly been exciting and an honor to have folks buy and value something I created for them. If you've purchased it or you plan to, I thank you. And please know that I'm grateful.